Hi, good morning. This is Bharandarman. So today I'm going to discuss about the most important chapter which I learned from Bob Proctor. It's called Secret Genie. And Secret Genie is very interesting, and it's a mind-blowing lesson like which I learned and applied in my life. And so Bob Proctor called it as stick person graph. And once you understood this lesson and this stick person graph are the most important things which I learned and made a difference in my life. And initially, nobody knows how your mind looks, and most of the people, when you ask them like what's like how your mind looks like, they think about like the brain. But brain is not your mind. Human mind is the most important. I think you can say like it's the activity. It's not a thing. And if you understand about how this mind works, you won't be lacking anything in your life, and you can do whatever you want and dream. So, as I mentioned, this is the most valuable idea which I have learned. And in 1934, Dr. Thurman Fleet, he was involved in healing arts and holistic health. He stated that mind is an activity; it's not a thing. No one has ever seen the mind. So in order to gain clarity and eliminate confusion, so I will create an image that we will like work with. So he like create an image, and it's kind of look like this one, and like the one big circle, and below is a one small circle. So the big circle, like the top half part, is called like conscious mind, and the bottom one is called subconscious mind, and the small one is like body. The conscious mind, it's also called like interact and also like thinking mind. Conscious mind derives all the informations from the sensory factors like touch, see, smell, and hear. All the circumstances and the conditions, they don't determine your future. And conscious mind doesn't like determine your future, because conscious mind has the option to whether it accept or reject the things. And the bottom part of the circle, like big circle, is called subconscious mind. And subconscious mind is also called it's also called emotional mind, because it get all the information which you put into your mind by feeling emotionally attached. It creates the image on the screen of the mind, and so once you get attached to it, that's how you see like the results in your like in body. And it can, because it can only accept like the things. And because as Bob Proctor, he mentioned that the human mind is like the human being, we like live on three states of understanding. One is spiritual, that we are being spiritual, and we have intellect, but we live in a physical body. So in if you are careful and only let the information which is like which you want to go to the subconscious mind, it will produce the results like whatever you want in your life. That's why when you know the stick person graph, just by looking at the person, you see like the results, and find out about his life by looking like what he's like thinking about inside. Because as Ralph Waldo Emerson, he mentioned that we become what we think about all day long. So in this stick person, so every person has a genie, like genie locked in like with him, and it can be trapped only by becoming aware of all the information which is going into your subconscious mind, because it's basically up to you whatever you want to put in your subconscious mind. And don't put all the information which you get from the sensory like factor into your subconscious mind, like whatever you listen from the news, all the bad stuffs, because that's how you're going to see that results in your life. If you want to get the good results, start thinking about the results you want to get in your life. It will produce the feelings, and then the feeling produce the actions, and the action lead to the results. Most of the people, they complain and consider that their environment is responsible for their results, and then they're aware of this like the stick person, which I Like I'm so glad because the one of the most important like the lesson I learned, and like since I started implementing in my life, I see like I saw big results. And if they realize that more about this stick person graph, they can change their life by simply changing their thoughts, because the thoughts they becomes things. Thank you very much.